I don't remember exactly which one, but I had a few mask cars. Yeah, it was super cool.
Yeah, I always wanted, but my parents never had the money for that. So my wants were sort of put on a pile, and then one was selected, and I get that as Christmas at Christmas.
Yeah, no, I always had to pay
away.
for my own shit as well. So
Yeah, I learned that by my Legos. So technical Lego. I think I had a American, or well, the American truck, the white one in Technisch Lego, and the yellow tow truck.
from the model team.
Yeah, you had the white model team, the white American truck.
Yeah, the white American truck. Yeah.
You know that I have it right now next to me, assembled.
Cool. Yeah, mine is probably still in the attic with my mom. Whoops.
Cool too. No.
Well, I'll find it. I'll find it eventually. Then again, after all those
Ouais,
snippets,
on va
I
tous,
know
bah
now
ouais,
why
ça
I
a
love
planté.
trucks.
Pile à 2 heures de diffusion. Peut-être qu'il y a une limite, hein, je sais pas.
Cleaned up an old, they call it a kid's truck, where you sit on it. So you sit basically on the. It was a Shell fuel hauler.
Voilà, on finit, on va vers Nice et puis on arrive sur la Corse, on arrive dans 40 minutes environ. Et à 21h30, on se retrouve
so basically the fuel
pour ma
trailer.
vidéo sur le
I know
Sherman.
exactly what you mean. Neighbor
With,
kid had that one.
with the Shell logo.
Yeah, neighbor kid had that one.
Funny thing is, I broke a wheel on it. My dad put a wooden wheel on it when I was young. My mom actually kept it, and last year she found it, cleaned it up completely, and gave it to a friend of hers, and her kid sat on it for a photo shoot. And I was so, it was so adorable. I was like, oh my fucking god, that is so nice, so funny. The blast from the past. Yeah, so cool. Not realizing how much I've been programmed into loving trucks. But yeah, all the series and that sort of stuff, I learned my English from that.
Ouais, bienvenue à ceux qui nous rejoignent. Coupure du live au bout de 2 heures, bon c'est pas très grave, j'ai relancé une autre vidéo.
Yeah, I got some German.
On arrive sur les Alpes, on va vers Nice et ensuite Bastia, en Corse, pour la fin.
That I was always like, Mama, Mama, what are they saying? What are they saying? And then at one point, my dad, when we went there, he went to a bank to get some money, and I was like, Mom, where's Daddy going? Yeah, he's going to the bank. Okay, Sparkasse. I could just barely read. Sparkasse. Yeah, it's called Sparkasse. That was my first word in German. And at 7, I was fluent. At 9, in Austria, I actually fooled a Belgian family. Asked them all sorts of questions for like, I think 3/4 of an hour or something. And then all of a sudden I asked him, where are you from? Yeah, Belgium. Oh, what do you speak there? Yeah, we speak Dutch. Oh, I said in Dutch, that's very easy. And they were like, are you rotten fucking? We had a big laugh though, it was so funny. Yeah, I got him good. No, but I mean, languages, learning them, and now actually applying all that knowledge over all those years, and communicating here today with all of you, it's yeah, something magical. So I think, yeah, and learning languages definitely in my life a good step. You probably all find me annoying now by talking all the time, but hey, fuck you.
For me it was quite useful. I lived a couple of years in New York City, so.
For work then?
No, I was married.
Okay.
Moved there for a girl. That then, in the first year of my marriage, she cheated on me and told me to leave.
Learned anything?
Yeah, don't marry someone that's half Egyptian, half American.
Good life tip there.
It's just something you earn, not gain. That's what I've learned. So I'm living together without any marriage stuff and that sort of stuff. And if I shag another girl, the rule is I live there. So do I really want to give this up? What we have right now? No. So we have trusted each other.
For me, I would love to like move back to America at some point if I had the money. Just not in a big city. Because New York City is nice to visit, not so much to live in it.
In '99, before I did my first US trip, before I did my first flight that I told you about, I worked in a bar. I told this Friday already, by the way. And I met an American, and I was serving him drinks. He was actually the friend of the owner of the bar. And as we got chatting, also about the US, he also mentioned, all of a sudden mentioned, if people come to you and they say they visited the USA and only seen New York, he said they haven't visited the USA. So if you ever go there, make it a point to just stop over 1 or 2 days in New York, and then go explore the rest of the US. And yeah, we did. Me and a friend of mine went there for 20 days. We actually traveled from JFK into New York, stayed there 2 days, then went to Washington, stayed there 1 day, and then made our way all the way down to Key West and back, visiting Cape Canaveral, SeaWorld in Florida, Orlando, and then all the way back again, because yeah, leaving the car in Florida and stepping on the plane there was $800, which was, well, a dollar was 2.5 guilders back then. So that was
like
seriously expensive. So we were like, no, we're bringing the car back to Dallas after Ronald Reagan International. Goodbye.
When I lived there, it's now like more than 8 years ago. Like at that time, the dollar to euro was very good. So for like 800 euros, you got like $1,400. So
that's sweet. Now I got well, in the meantime, since my first internet in 2001, whilst serving Hyperlobby back then and helping people out, I got involved with a flight squad, the Lone Wolves, and yeah, we had meetings on Sunday evening with our UK and US guys. And at one point, there was a guy organizing an international flight sim convention at Norbeck Castle in Blackpool, because he lived in Blackpool. So we sort of flocked there, but only one American was able to come over there. He was actually the one making the website for the IFC. And yeah, for the rest of us, all squad of English people, and little old me from the Netherlands. And yeah, I got to meet the great people I hang around with. And at a Saturday evening, there was 15 of us sitting in a sort of large seating box, having drinks together. And I looked around and I was like, who are these weird people? And then I closed my eyes and I could just point them out, like, oh, that's Russ, that's Greenie, that's so freaking amazing. Meet
when
people on live.
With a Counter-Strike clan I was in, we did a camping trip all together. Like nobody had met each other. We just all met up and we went to Wales to camp, which was it was so weird.
Yeah, but also amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Like met some crazy people. Like we had a Russian guy that was really liked to drink, and like during the evening, like we were sitting around the fire, he was like rocking back the vodka bottles, and all of a sudden he disappeared.
Oh, yeah.
And we were whatever, and we were next to like a nice lake and mountain and stuff like that. And then after like 1.5 hours, we got a call from him, and then he was basically on like, "Hey guys, look at me!" And I was, where is he? And he climbed one of the mountains at the side. Like completely wasted. He crossed a small river and then climbed up the mountain and was waving at us. And I'm like, so how are you gonna come back? And I said, I'll see. And it took him like 5 hours, but he came back.
Russian perseverance. Cool. Now, as we came back from the IFC meeting after that weekend, we had a blast of a time. We were all very enthusiastic, and yeah, we sort of kept it up all week. And at the meeting afterwards, the Sunday meetings, we still kept on yapping about it, and one of the Americans, he got really cross with us because he wanted to come but he couldn't make it. Passport issues, or well, probably had I call it a criminal record or something, but yeah, we didn't know, we didn't care, we were friends, we were doing the same thing. But he couldn't get there, or yeah, financially, or whichever reason, and there were more of them. And right then and there, I promised that if I ever get the money, if I ever have the time off, and if I ever have the opportunity, I'm gonna come over, I'm gonna shake your hand personally. And actually 10 years later, in 2015, I did. Back then I was already in a new clan that was also sort of dissipating. But yeah, I met from the Lone Wolves and the Sim Junkies, I met 23 of my friends. And that was, I traveled 10,000 miles, 1,600 kilometers, 16,000 kilometers by car, by rental car, which probably the rental agent didn't expect either, but it was such an amazing experience to meet the guys there. And yeah, everyone has their little piece of heaven on earth, and they know the best places, so they're your best tour guides as well. So if you have guys out there, just go out and meet them. It's freaking amazing. And in 2019 I did it again with 16,000 miles and met a few less friends, but I got to see more of the country. So yeah, it's a great country. I love to be there. Yeah, still hate flying.
That's 16,000 miles by car.
Yeah, rental car.
Bloody hell, man. Takes me 3 years to do that.
Yes, sir. First time out, I had 1.5 months off, and actually spent the whole 1.5 months. I had 2 months off, and I spent 1 week preparing, 1.5 months there, and 1 week then preparing to get back to work again. Completely exhausted.
No doubt.
And yeah, I actually had unpaid leave, so I sort of sorted that. So everybody thought I was a millionaire, but I wasn't. I just figured my contracts with the temp agency. I just figured it out very well, so I wasn't really, well, bleeding, so to speak. But in 2019, I actually had a contract, and actually told them, yeah, I have the right to go on holiday if I go on unpaid leave for 6 months. So I'm taking the first 3 months now, and we'll see about the next 3 months in the next 4 years, because every 5 years I'm allowed. And they were like, what? Nobody ever did that. They didn't even know the procedures. So the funny thing was, I am there 1 month later, check my bank account, and it paid me in full. And it was like, that's weird. Now, that must be the money from last month or something. And then another paycheck showed up, and I was like, no. It was unpaid leave, people. So I sort of shot myself in the foot, because then as I came back, I was low on cash, and I still had to pay them back. Was it 2,700 euros or something? I was like, that hurt.
Keep your mouth shut next time.
Yep. Yeah, and last year it took the other 3 months. I was just, yeah, my shoulders were completely frozen, how you say it. I was basically, when you're cold, you sort of pull your shoulders up. I was in a sort of constant shoulder up pain, so to speak. So it was like, I need the time off, I need to get the fuck out of here. Or report in sick, and if there's one thing I hate is reporting sick. So it was like, yeah, I'll have 3 months off. And then they were like, okay. And this time they had procedures, but they forgot something again, and now I'm keeping my mouth shut. Because they said, I got an official letter that, yeah, you're not working 3 months, you also get less paid holiday off. They forgot to deduct that, and I'm like, so yeah, thank you. So last week, in March, I'm gonna have 2 extra weeks off that I shouldn't have from last year. Yeah, bye.
Fritzy disappeared again.
Yeah, Freed's disconnected again. By the way, I have no idea where I'm going, by the way, I'm just flying a direction.
Yeah, you're going the right way.
What's the ICO from the airport we're going to?
LFMN. Like November. Nice. The one out on the little man-made bit of land.
Yeah, the curvature with the half lake in it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's another 38.
I can't show my French tribute plane that I've jumped into then. Given up on the Hawk.
Fuga Magister.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the Fuga.
Is the paid one or the free one?
Paid one.
I think the free one, I tried it, and I've actually seen a Fuga Magister fly once at an air show, and that was actually one of the few planes that I put my fingers in my ears, because the sound is so freaking sharp.
Yeah,
And
piercing.
and I've watched a lot of videos of the paid one, and the free one actually sounds more like what I heard back then. But it might all be depend. It might also be depend on the aircraft itself, of course. So it might
In
be
the cockpit, it's really quiet. Outside,
outside,
Yeah.
different story.
not really that loud.
Yeah, the free one had a really loud engine, and I was like, oh my god, this is piercing my eardrums again.
Yeah, no, but it's because most likely the free one was using the old FSX audio files.
Oh, okay.
And like the WY's audio files are much harder to do, to get them right. Their Fuga is one of their earlier planes.
As you'll put.
Yeah, they're probably right now, like their C-16 is really good. And I'm really looking forward to the Bronco.
Which also has a freeware version.
Yeah, the freeware Bronco is really good, but like a Zorpoli one will be a lot
I'm pretty
better.
sure they're gonna smash it out the park, yeah. But they kind of have to right now, don't they?
Yeah, it's kind of nice. The Zorpoli one will be really nice because they
Have access to the real
like,
thing.
yeah, like in the Discord, like 2 months ago or so, and somebody commented on like, I'm actually rebuilding these in real life. So after that,
Bye.
yeah, like they got a lot more technical and photos and stuff like that. So
That's
like
awesome.
everything,
Yeah, Lord Fritz
What?
didn't have that with this one. You could barely find enough pictures that were accurate, or at least accurate to this model with the counter-rotating props. It was really annoying. Then I found a couple of sources with new pictures, and yeah, the cockpit changed a little, and a bit more, and a bit more.
yeah, but that's always from it's like experimental type stuff. Nothing is the same. Oh, even with not experimental stuff.
Even
Like, with
the
DC-3, for example, like no cockpit of DC-3 is the same per plane.
even the stories of what happened on the first flight completely different. It's even mentioning the test pilot that Howard Hughes didn't want to have on board for the actual test flight. But what they all agreed up was, yeah, he put the landing gear up, which you shouldn't do at a first flight. He actually, the first report said he cycled the gear up multiple times trying to troubleshoot a light. Others said it was just after 45 minutes that he put the landing gear down, and that the A-20 that was following him actually broke off like, oh, you're gonna land, we're fine, bye. But yeah, he was troubleshooting that, and then the oil ran out of the right gearbox of the backward propeller. So yeah, the stories differ a lot, and the funny thing is, Flying Frights put his Lord Fritz, he actually put the failures on about that time, between 1 hour 15 minutes and 1 hour 30 minutes, because also those times differ in the different stories. So there was not a lot of reference material, and I think he did a brilliant freaking job. Yeah, I'm loving this thing. More than I thought I would, because you have no clue how many times I cursed this thing. I was trying to build a flight model and fiddle with the engines, and the engines I gave up on it. I just cannot do it, too many variables. So we got in touch with a guy who actually knows a bit more about engine stuff and flight sim. So he'll probably work on it the coming weeks, hopefully. Hopefully days, but I was fiddling for weeks and couldn't get anything properly done. So yeah, just small little changes, but yeah, it turned out all right. Everybody's happy about it.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Okay, cool. I'm sorry, I still had an issue with my internet connection, so I restarted the router on the sheet, and it was okay for like 2 seconds before it crashed again. So I don't know, I think I will try to figure out what's wrong in my network, because I'm not sure if it's the internet. It's probably something on the local network, I don't know. And as long as you can hear me, that means I'm connected. And if it will stop the flight from now for my side, but you feel free to continue to Bastia. We were almost at Nice, and you have the rest of the flight, I suppose.
Yes, sir. I can live stream for you, so you can watch.
Yeah, probably I can do that. I will stay here and watch and talk with you, but yeah, I won't start flight sim.
I'll turn my head tracking off, because it sometimes disturbs the. Sometimes disturbs the view, but yeah.
Okay, good, thanks.
Welcome. Here's what friends are for, mate.
Yeah, if you can fix my internet connection or my whatever is in my network, that'd be cool.
I'm sending love to your internet connection, but also the hint, if this continues tomorrow, bring your ISP.
Okay, from Aquila, I take the direction of Bastia.
Over there.
You're in direction of Bastia already, Glo?
Yeah. At low altitude. 5,000 feet.
Good, I'm looking at your stream, so now since I don't have the VR headset on the face anymore, I can also take a look at your stream and
Okay.
interact with the chat.
Bastia is my home.
You're home. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? You're from here? Cool.
But Basta is the sound of the name of the town.
Can you repeat, please?
Is Basta the name of the town you live in?
Yes,
Bastia.
it's a second big town of course. There is Ajaccio and Bastia.
I'm gonna have to Google that later. You got me curious, mate. Same if I say to you Apeldoorn, then you probably would have no clue what the hell I'm on about.
I saw that F9 net.
I love the way the Magister lands. It's really controllable. Like hold the front wheel up without trying really. find a lot of planes, as soon as the back's touched, the front just kind of pivots down and slams down, like nothing you can do about it. Not all of them, but a lot do.
I've noticed a lot of people have a lot of different flying styles from what I've seen in the various footage of YouTubers and Twitchers. Actually
has his own style.
Yeah, exactly. I tried to do it low, slow, and that sort of stuff. Try where the limits are, and then Lord Twitch changed the stall characteristics, so it's completely put off. I had my nice flow going, and all of a sudden I was like, okay, I need higher speed now, because I nearly flopped out of the sky. I was like, good one, sweet.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was awesome to, just changing little numbers, and all of a sudden the airplane feels completely different. That was quite the experience.
Okay, for Makula, is there anybody want to go to Bastia with me?
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, sure.
Ah, okay. I wait at south of Nice.
Oui, je rapport. Je suis d'accord? No, I don't know. Pardon my
Je
French.
suis d'accord, it's not too bad.
I agree, right?
Yeah.
Also Lord Twitch. I think this is one of the airports from beautiful models of the world. So it's actually modeled better than the version of. It helps you slow down if you put the throttles back. Jeez.
I'm going to bail out here, guys. Nice flying with you. I need to get some food. I haven't eaten much today. I'm suddenly really hungry, so I shall bid you farewell.
Thanks for joining, Marcus.
Thank you, Marcus.
Alright.
Nice meeting you.
You too, guys. Yeah, cheers. Thanks very much. Have fun.
Right.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
See you later. Bye.
Yeah.
You seeing this, Lord Twitch?
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's definitely better than what I have, I think. I don't think I have a default airport. I don't remember what I have. But this one is nice with the flags.
Yeah, this one is made by the Russian dude that I mentioned, Alexei, who's behind the embargo, who now sells his airports via Orbex, I think. Yeah, Orbex, under the name Beautiful Models of the World.
The default airfield sphere is also not bad, since it was included in the world update. So.
Oh, Roger. But do you have a red fire station?
Yes.
Shit.
The one you're just taxiing next to him?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is funny. I actually I got was it a Phoenix from somewhere, but I also had it from Beautiful Models of the World, and I kept wondering why the hell it was lagging so much. And at one point I checked my my folders, or my marketplace, I think it was, and it was installed, and I was like, what? I took it out, lag gone. I was like, okay, good. Yeah, Phoenix is pretty intense with all the buildings and sort of stuff, and yeah, me running only a 1080, it sort of chugged a bit, so oops.
Yeah, like my old system had a 1080 Ti.
But I'm really surprised that the 1080 can still keep up. With
Oh yeah, no,
pretty
1080
high
and like
speeds.
1080 Ti, like they were way more powerful than anything like in the 20 series basically.
Yeah, I think I went from a 440 or something to a 770, and then I wanted a 960 or I think it was GTX, and then all of a sudden the 1080 came out, and I was like, you know what, I'll spend that amount of money, because it was, for me it was a bit too rich actually. But I was like, you know what, I'll just do it this once. And as I was looking for new video cards, I actually found the 4070. And I was like, yeah, I want that one, but I still find the price too high. Then I checked my emails, and I actually paid more for the 1080 than I would have had to pay for the 470. 47.
Yeah,
I was
like
like,
it's
what? I sort of, yeah, wondered about that.
What with the things with the balls popping up?
Yeah, I think it was see-through from the other side. That was weird. I never saw that before as well, so. Let's try that again. Make some screenshots and maybe I could send Alexi an email telling him about it. He'll fix it. That is, if these poles are his, they're not from the regular flight sim. But it was also the angle I was doing because I was looking the other way, wasn't I?
Maybe it was your 1080 which is tired.
Oh. How dare you.
I wonder what this fleet is. I have a bunch of ships offshore here.
Oh, now it doesn't do it. Weird.
Might be still ships from like I have the really old carrier add-on.
Sorry, Akula, we're coming. That is so nice. Seeing the profile in the shadow of an XF-11 running over you at full speed, that's pretty awesome. Thanks, Frank.
These ships here are. This is an entire military fleet I have here.
Nope, that's your add-on because I'm seeing only two
Yeah,
modes.
there's two cruise ships here for me as well.
Oh,
But then there's just beyond it. Let's see which add-on this is because I got like 4 different carrier add-ons. So.
So you are carrying everything?
Let's see. Yeah, it's definitely. There's looks like 3 carriers here and a bunch of destroyers.
Well, at least the French bars are getting raided by seamen then. If they're import for anchor. What do you call that actually in English? Voor anker gaan.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Anchoring?
Yeah. I think that's shot to go. It has a ramp on the front.
Oh, the carrier Charlie Gaulle.
Yeah. American carrier as well. It's probably the ones from Miltech, I'm guessing.
Well, as you said the French word, I was already thinking of other things like maintenant, coup de grace, and other French weird things I remembered.
What French word things? What are you talking about?
Just Benny Hill and Terence something. Sorry, Terence Hill and what's the name? Bud Spencer things. We're gonna pull at the Cologne Expo. And now we're gonna visit Akula's hometown, or home island.
Something crashed. Oh dear.
Don't tell Lord Fritz, he'll be working all night to fix it.
Nah, it wasn't the plane. It was my system hung for a moment and that crashed my hardware.
No, I won't spend the night to fix anything. Oh yeah, maybe I will try to work a little bit on the new knobs I added for the HSI and compass.
Well, that fits as long as you eat in time and spend enough time with your family. I'm all fine.
I will
with
do
all your
that too,
updates,
yeah,
mate.
of course. I will do that first, actually.
Good. Because remember, it's a hobby. A lovely hobby turned into a bit of a job. But family's important. Also,
Family is always
Frank,
important.
you're really low.
But this is a bit more than a hobby, actually. I try to make it more than a hobby.
Yeah, I know. I just phrased it wrong, sorry. I know exactly what you mean. I know what your plans are. Well, that guy's shoes ablaze. Okay. Interesting concept.
Someone that's a bit younger because he has a username with a Z at the end.
Oh, the Forza Champs.
Ça doit être ça, ça doit être Taylor Swift, Patrice.
We had a guy at Gym Junkie, he called himself Champy. The funny thing was he was champion in qualifying, but as soon as you let him race, he'd overcook the tires and just fall off. So every time he'd attack, I'd attack or something, I'd fool him a bit. And he'd always wear his tires out. I think after a year or something, I finally told him, like, yeah, Champy, you're very good at qualifying, but here's what you do in a race. It was so funny because every time I beat him and every time he got more annoyed with me. And I'm not that fast, just consistent, so it was funny. Later on he called himself Moldy, which was kind of funny as well. I think now he's now he's named M. Dot ambiguous.
Ambiguous?
Ambiguous.
I might know him.
No.
At least I have someone in my friends list that's also called ambitious. Ambiguous.
No, ambiguous. No.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, his real name is Tom. He's a lovely guy. Met him a couple of times, been here a couple of times. I actually got him using my new direct drive wheel in 2017. And within 2 months he bought it for himself. In other words, this was a tool that sold itself. Direct drive wheel for racing. That's probably also why I really don't want to try a Bruno or something at an FS weekend. I'll probably want it. Or a purple where Fitz is sort of ogling.
Yeah, I want to buy a bunch of things, but the problem is money. It's, I want to get more wind-winning gear.
Oh, right, yeah.
Like I got a wind-wing throttle, but I want to stick as well. But, yeah, money.
Sure, nice tag.
Like right now, my stick is still an X56.
Oh, right, yeah. The old deck?
Yeah, like
Or
it
rebanded Logitech?
Yeah, the rebanded Logitech. Like I had Cytec X52.
Yeah, at the time those were good.
Yeah, no, not so much.
I got spoiled with the damn force feedback with my what was it again, Logitech 3D Pro or something. Or
Oh yeah.
I don't know if that thing was force feedback, but then I went for the Cytec Cyborg Evo, which looked really, really alien-like, spacey. And then the founder of Sim Junkies, he got to test the Logitech G940 system. And at one point he was in need of money. I said, well, how much? He said, well, I'm selling my G940. I said, how much do you want? He said, $100. So I made it 150. So he shipped it up and I've been using it ever since. Loving it still. Only the pedals broke now. It was a complete flight system by Logitech with force feedback. And
Yeah,
It's so rare, the force feedback in the flight sims.
Yep. Yeah, but I mean the settings are there in the gameplay.config.
Oh yeah, like
But
this,
it's
with
not
this
being-
wind wing throttle as well. Like the throttle itself has a force feedback module, just doesn't work in flight sim, just only TCS.
Yep. I tried the XP Force thing, and I'm also in the on the forum in the force feedback thread, where you get the vote for force feedback in flight sim. But there's every time there's a guy saying, "Oh, you got to try XP Force." Well, I tried it. I didn't like it. Then wanted to see what the progress was. And all of a sudden, I had to buy a new license. I was like, "Yeah, fuck you, buddy." Nope. Even though it's only $10 and you get a discount or something if you've been a previous customer, but I'm like, if it didn't say with, what do you call it, with my first sale or buy, that it was a product that had limited amount of usage. Like, I think within a year, or maybe just a year, all of a sudden my license was expired. I was like, you what? I didn't even update it in between, so I didn't even get to see all the revisions in between. That's why I was like, yeah, nice business model, but nope, not falling for it. So as long as I don't hear people saying that it has proper FFV support, I'm not supporting that guy anymore. But basically what it did was, if you trim the airplane, then your joystick pulls a bit forward and backwards. Very, well, to me it's unrealistic. Especially when you go
exactement,
to extreme
Stéphane.
joystick is all the way forward, and you have no further
Bon, c'est pas ce qui nous attend là-bas.
authority forward, so it's just a way of bullshitting the system, a sort of workaround. It's not the FFV I felt in IL2 or FSX. FSX we had FS Force back then, and it was really, really good. And of course DCS, yeah. Usually in IL2 in a dogfight, I'd stall my plane out no matter what I flew, because I wasn't watching for the signs. Yeah, I saw the shutter a bit, but then all of a sudden, yeah, I was gone. And when I had my first force feedback stick, I could actually feel when I was going, so I could sort of let go of the tension a bit. Or if you stall or anything, when it comes really, really light, and yeah, that sort of stuff. And I love that simulation. I sort of wish somebody on the Asobo staff actually experienced that before, so they would implement it instantly.
Yeah, the problem nowadays, like force feedback is a bit of a gimmicky niche market thing. So, like several years ago, like everything had to have force feedback because it was the thing to have. But now it's like,
I mean, nowadays the direct drive wheels that we have for sim racing, that motor is usually used on a conveyor belt, moving products along on a belt. I mean, that much power, like this one in front of me, 20 newton meters. If I do that, my fingers break off at the fingertips.
Yeah.
I mean, I could cut carrots. That's how fast this freaking thing goes. It's not really kid friendly. Then I only have it at like 7 newton meters, I think. But the G25 I had before this had only like 225 newton meters. So yeah, quite a difference. Another buddy of mine who was a Lotus Elise. He bought actually the 30 Nm one because he was driving a Formula Ford at the time, and he said, "Yeah, that thing is so heavy and on slicks on Zandvoort, and I want the force feedback to be really heavy." And he's kind of small guy, so I'm sort of wondering, after this many years, if he's actually bodybuilding now.
Yeah.
You mean like Jeromeke and Suske Wiske?
Yeah.
He should look like that right now. Haven't spoken to him for years. I should shoot him an email again, I think. Top of the Sand is coming up. 33 miles, but I'm sort of thinking the top of the Sand is from 30,000 feet down, so I'm only seeing a little nav map small screen, so I haven't alt tapped to the big one how far it is yet, or where we're going.
Yeah, it's another 37 for me to the airfield. So.
Oh, okay. LFKB. But you had that already.
C'est exactement, Patrice. Ça dépayse.
XF-11 looks so nice in the area. Thank you, Lord Waits. You're still with us?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm enjoying the fact that I'm not flying, so I'm able to reply to any questions here and there. I'm still here listening.
The surname of Corse is Île de Beauté, Beauty Island.
Beauty Island, cool. Isle of Beauty, nice. Now give us the address so we can do a Howie. Too soon? Okay.
I didn't get this one. Say again. Maybe translate the joke.
Yes, please.
French. Voulez-vous ta adresse so we could do a Howie?
Oh, oui. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
An Howie. Do a Howard Hughes on his first flight in the XF-11?
Yeah.
That's why they
Let's do a Howie.
Howie.
To someone's
Sorry.
place. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did it inadvertently last Friday, so oops.
Ouais, pas de souci, Arnaud. Enfin, Philippe. Pas de souci. On fera des lives entre Frenchie. Là, c'était la sortie du XF-11, donc c'est normal de se plier au règlement. Moi non plus, je comprends rien à ce qu'il raconte, mais au final, on va se faire des multis avec ma chaîne entre français, si ça vous tente, hein, hélico, petits avions, ou le XF-11, entre autres, ou un mixte d'avions. Je suis preneur de toutes vos idées.
Yeah, and what I really enjoyed that I don't have to put anything on my head for it. So.
Well, I'm sort of used to quiet gaming because my girlfriend usually sleeps behind the wall that's behind my back, and the wall isn't really that thick, so that would mean nothing on my head, would mean speakers. So yeah, I definitely keep her awake, I think, because she's kind of used to my voice right now. Or I just put up my dark voice and she'll fall asleep automatically. So, everybody sleeping now? I think we got it all night.
Sorry, I didn't hear that. I didn't listen that. I heard some noise in my headset, that's all.
Yes. It's your dark moonlight voice.
Yeah, is it nice, my voice? You like it?
It's about your voice. Yeah, after Friday's flight. Oh.
Yeah, I think after Friday's flight, because you left when we were at Jedi Transition Canyon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we flew, I think, 1 or 2 more hours after that, because we flew back through to Los Angeles and San Diego and landed on the carriers.
Wow.
And it was painful to talk, it was painful to breath, maybe not breath, but to swallow my saliva, it was painful. And it was a difficult ending for me.
Wow. Yeah, no wonder you had no voice in the morning.
Yeah.
Damn, still 2 hours, man. I was really screwed at 3 a.m. already, or 3:30.
Oh yeah, you left at 3, so okay, we just
Yeah.
1 more hour. Yeah, I left at 4 a.m.
Oh, yeah, well. Yeah, I think it was 3:15 or something, but yeah. I was trying to be sneaky, but still made a shed load of noise. I put my joystick down to the side, leaning against the wall, and got up out of the seat, but have to move the seat forward a bit. And as I walked towards the wall to pass behind the seat, all of a sudden, turned out my joystick fell to the right, so iron upon iron at 3:15 in the morning.
That's so cool.
I was so freaking trying to be freaking quiet, getting out of the seat, and all of a sudden, bang, in the middle of the night. And it was like, okay, I better now open the door to my gaming den. Then she'll know I'm alright. Because she's now trying to listen for help. Or ow. So it's like,
Yeah, I always had that when I lived in US. I worked until 3 a.m. So when I came home, it was always like 3:30, 4 a.m. Like be super quiet, and then you accidentally knock over some cans or something, and just
step on the cat or something.
yeah, like that's my the cat moves with me to the US from here.
Yeah, cool. I was just guessing. Sorry. Not guessing you were a cat person. It just popped up in my head. I think a cat is usually, well, stepping on the cat is usually as bad as stepping on a Lego, right?
Yeah, it's
With bare feet.
Yeah, it's bad for the cat.
Hey, welcome to Bastia.
Ah, merci beaucoup.
I've never been to Corsica, actually. It's something I must admit right now.
Ah, of course you can. Okay. Show off. That cooler just blasted past me. All of a sudden, like, nice.
Little pass, fast and low.
bit of a crosswind, by the way, so watch yourself.
Well, we all agreed that an airplane always comes down, so not too worried. Thanks for the tip. Sort of waiting for the crosswind, and I sort of let the airplane drift completely towards the left. I was like, oh wait. Guess I need more sleep.
Well, nice job. So, that's cool. I can organize group flights and I don't even have to fly them. That's the best news ever.
Oh, you're getting so lazy, man. Want to finish project and
I can watch 2 streams at the same time. It's perfect.
You can even do 3 if you take your monitors to the bathroom.
Okay.
You finally got it?
It took me so much time.
You're exhausted, mate. Get some sleep.
Yeah.
F99, what's actually your first name?
I'm not sure if he's hearing you or not. It's Matt's his first name.
Matt?
Matt's.
Matt? Okay. If I remember.
Nice fly. Thank you, Stefan.
Thank you guys, thank you everyone for flying flight without me. No, it was super nice. Yeah, we'll probably do more. I know that some people would love to make fully French flights, and maybe that's something I should consider too. But I don't want to exclude international people either. So I will try to figure out a way to do this too. But it was good. It was really good. Thanks.
Yeah, well, thanks for organising. Thanks for making the airplane, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just so much fun seeing multiple XF-11s in the air at one point. It's just sweet.
Whew.
And almost on schedule. 9 PM, as I said my wife. Perfect.
As you said, your wife, you'll be starting on the XF-11 project. What?
I told her I was going to get dinner at 9 PM. And it's 9:05, so I'm good.
Go, 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 go. You're 5 minutes late.
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine.
Oh, it's a French thing, isn't it?
Gonna.
Thank you, and bye bye.
Thank
Bye.
you, Kula, bye bye.
Thank you, Akula.
Voilà, bon. Ouf. Bon, dommage Stéphane que t'aies pas pu suivre jusqu'au bout avec nous. Mais bon, des connexions internet, on n'y peut rien. Moi j'ai le live qui s'est coupé aussi. La retransmission, bon, je l'ai relancé. Merci encore pour ce petit moment sympa. Ça me donne des idées pour ma chaîne. Je pense qu'on va se faire des vols entre Frenchies. Il y a moyen d'échanger entre nous pas mal. Bon, il faut que les gens aient un micro, mais bon, aujourd'hui c'est quand même pas très compliqué, je pense. Je sais pas si tu avais vu, Stéphane, ce petit bug que j'ai sur l'avion, le train droit systématiquement, qui est la cale ou pas. Je sais pas si c'est quelque chose que tu avais vu, qu'on t'avait signalé ou pas. Voilà, en tout cas, je te le signale. Et on se retrouve tous dans 25 minutes. Je vais manger. Faut que je mange là. Dans 25 minutes pour la vidéo du Steerman, qui est de Golden Edge Simulation, qui est vraiment très très sympa. Vidéo, elle est courte. Elle est courte. Ouais. Ben on va se faire ça sur ma chaîne. Je vais essayer de planifier ça. On va essayer de se faire ça. Bon, le week-end c'est compliqué parce que les connexions sont pas forcément bonnes, mais on va essayer quand même. La preuve c'est que ce soir on arrive quand même à faire des choses. Pourquoi pas le vol en réseau du samedi soir ou du dimanche soir. Pourquoi pas, ça peut être une idée de stream. que tout le monde pourra revoir si ils l'ont manqué. Et ouais, bah ouais, c'est ouais, ok. Ouais, donc t'es déjà au courant, c'est parfait. Allez, je vous quitte, j'ai trop la dalle. On se retrouve très vite. On se retrouve dans 20 minutes. Allez, ciao, ciao. Et merci encore.